the zoo?
Zoo.
Okay.
Straighten it out. Okay.
Let me go.
Here we go.
JT, anybody home?
Jasmine, would you leave JT alone, please?
What time were we supposed to be there? We're late.
Hey, JT.
Do you want to stop and call someone?
Just keep going.
Straight or right at this intersection?
Airbags are saving lives. They've already prevented more than 1,500 deaths and many thousands of serious injuries. But like other public health successes, there have been some unfortunate side effects. Inflating airbags have caused some deaths and serious injuries. The numbers are small in relation to the lives saved, but the tragedy is that some of these deaths have been infants and small children. These can be prevented if adults know more about this risk and how to avoid it. We are all familiar with slow-motion pictures that make airbags look like soft pillows when they inflate. But remember that a crash is over in a fraction of a second, so an airbag has to inflate very fast, and the inflating bag can injure people. If you're on top of or very close to the airbag when it begins to inflate, it can cause serious injuries. Adults as well as children can be injured, but children's lighter weight means they're at greater risk. The risk of airbag inflation injuries to infants and children can be eliminated by following some simple guidelines about where children ride and how they are restrained. First and foremost, never place a rear-facing infant restraint in the front seat of a vehicle with a passenger side airbag. In a crash, if the airbag inflates, it can hit the back of the restraint with enough force to seriously injure or even kill the baby. So don't do this. The only exception is in vehicles with no back seat and a switch that deactivates the airbag. With or without an airbag, the safest place for infants and children is the rear seat. Make sure the baby is buckled in securely. And the infant restraint is tightly secured with a safety belt. When infants outgrow their rear-facing restraints, they should graduate to forward-facing child restraints. Used properly, these provide excellent protection, but just like infant restraints, they should be placed in the back. When children get too big for their child restraints, they may use booster seats to raise them up for a better fit into an adult safety belt. Or a child may be big enough to use an adult belt without a booster. Just be sure the lap belt fits low across the hips and the shoulder portion is comfortable. Don't ever allow a child to put a shoulder belt behind the back or under the arm. And still put children in the rear. If they must go in the front seat, make sure the seat is positioned all the way back, so a child is likely to be out of the path of a passenger airbag if it inflates. And don't let a child sit forward on the edge of a seat like some kids want to do. Even leaning forward to play with a radio or tape deck can put a child's head close to the airbag module. Never permit a child to lean forward and get close to the airbag. The force of an inflating airbag can cause serious injuries and even death. To help ensure your child's safety, use restraints properly and follow these simple precautions every time you put a child in a vehicle. This is important even if you're only going a few blocks. And remember, the safest place for infants and children is in the back seat.